All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing? New York's finest right now. He calls himself the king of New York. Tekashi 6ix9ine was likely the target in another attempt on his life. And, yo, this stuff is getting repetitive, man. And I don't care if you're a shooter, right? If you're playing basketball, if you're a quarterback, whatever, you're playing football. In sports, if you keep shooting, sooner or later you're going to connect, all right? If you keep throwing in football, sooner or later your receiver's going to get open and catch the football. I'm just throwing out a couple references, and hopefully they make sense to you as I continue with this video. Now, Tekashi 6ix9ine is on the West Coast in California. He's shooting a new music video. I believe this is his single he has coming with Kanye West and Nicki Minaj, all right? It's Tekashi, Kanye, and Nicki. I never would have thought in 2018 I'd be listening to Tekashi, Kanye, and Nicki. And I'm going to be honest with you, Kanye is always trying to ride the hottest wave. Nicki had a lot of success with Tekashi already this year with Fifi. Nicki's trying to latch on to a lot of that younger fan base that Tekashi has. And Tekashi, obviously, he gets to work with two legends, in Nicki and Kanye. All right, so it works out for everyone. Tekashi's the young hot wave with the young crowd. They're working on a record on the West Coast right now, and some very, very dangerous shit happened yesterday in the wee hours of the morning as they were shooting this music video, all right? So it was in a Beverly Hills mansion. Apparently, it's like an $80 million mansion that Tekashi was able to rent out. It's like an estate. They were not shooting the video at the time, but Tekashi and Kanye was there. Nicki was not there, and apparently at some point during before the video shoot was starting, as they were getting the production and everything together, somebody pulled up in a drive-by shooting attempt and fired 8 shots. Tekashi and Kanye, again, were both there at the time of the shoot. Nicki was on the way. Thank God nobody was hit. About 8 shots, again, fired into this $80 million estate. At that point, Kanye West immediately left the scene. Tekashi, I believe, left as well. They did not shoot the video. I'm not sure if they've gotten to shooting it today or have they changed locations or something like that. I'm not sure. This is a big budgeted music video. They might have to switch some things up, though, just to be safe, man. Because, you know, people are talking, and the rumor is somebody was trying to make an example out of Tekashi 6ix9ine. Tekashi's beef, and first off, let's just make this clear, right? The West Coast is a little bit different. Like, yo, gang politics are different in the West Coast. Like, if you're down south somewhere, you shooting a music video, by the time people realize what's going on to you, or people who don't like you know you shooting a music video, you can pretty much get done with your shoot, get in and get out. You know what I mean? No harm, no foul. It's different in the West Coast. Even the gangster of dudes can find out about a music video shoot, where it's going to be at, how to get there, how to get through certain parameters and certain, like, to me, there's no hiding on the West Coast. You see all these big time homes getting robbed. So I believe, and I don't know this for a fact, but the rumors are, and I've heard this through a couple people that I know, yo, they were shooting at Tekashi. They were trying to send a warning shot in his direction, and if they would have hit, it looks like they would have been okay with that as well. Here's the kicker to this entire story. Nicki Minaj, the shots went to her dressing room. That dressing room was originally supposed to be Tekashi's. They switched it out the day of the shoot. All right? That was supposed to be Tekashi's dressing room. The bullets went through Nicki's. Somebody who found out about this shoot knew the time of it. They knew or at least they thought they knew the dressing room that Tekashi was supposed to be in. And they were trying to aim and send a direct message to this young brother in his camp. Somebody that he's had beef with. Now, I'm not going to get in the game of speculation. We don't do that on my platform about who did it. Tekashi's beefing with a lot of people who are well connected in the industry. He's currently beefing with YG and Trippie Redd on Instagram as I speak. I don't know if it's someone like that or even somebody who's just offended with how he conducts himself in regards to the gang culture, just the disrespect to the West Coast. It's a lot of things. I mean, the dude has flagrantly taunted a lot of people and a lot of cultures and just been disrespectful. And he's super successful, which doesn't help the situation, because you got to kind of hate from the sidelines in regards to Tekashi, because he's red hot. Here's what I do know. Kanye West and Nicki Minaj are superstars at the highest of levels. Ye's may be arguably a part of the biggest, most popular family in this country. Nicki's the biggest female rapper ever. They're not going to put themselves in danger too much. The reason why I said that is that's symbolic of where Tekashi's career is at. He's having a lot of success. He's got a debut album coming out soon. But you can't be putting big time superstars in harm like this. There's only so much harm they're going to allow you to do because they don't need Tekashi. I think they like to latch on to him and his young fan base. They don't need him in the grand scheme of things, not to be risking their damn lives over some bullshit he done started in the streets. So I'm just saying, Tekashi, in regards to going forward as his career continues to progress, you keep putting big time superstars in danger and harm's way. Thank God nobody got hurt. People gonna not want to work with you and shoot music videos with you. You're gonna be the nigga that people just send over a verse to you to. Like, I ain't shooting no music videos with you. They'll just forward their verse over and shoot. If they do a music video, they're gonna have their videographer shoot it in a green screen somewhere. Like, niggas are gonna be scared to work with Tekashi, get in studio with Tekashi, vibe with him, because he's 50 Centing himself in the industry. I gotta believe 50 Cent is Tekashi's role model because he's doing the exact thing that 50 did in the early 2000s. He doesn't like anybody. He don't work with anybody. Like, he just don't mess with any of the young artists right now. And it shows. And this music video shooting could have went very, very bad for some people. Man, could you imagine if Nicki and her staff, you know she got a full staff when she's getting dressed. I'm sure there would have been 10s or 20s of people in that dressing room. Bullets went through it. Could you imagine if Nicki was present and somebody on her team got shot, let alone her, because of something that Tekashi did? Not a good sign, bro. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. Hopefully Tekashi gets it together, man. And I doubt he will because his brand is trolling. His brand is trying to disrespect people. So, I mean, this is what once you cross that line, he gonna stay there. Could you imagine 50 Cent in the early 2000s on social media? Y'all think 50 bad now? Imagine him being one of the biggest rappers in the world. Also, while we talking about the West Coast, I want to send some prayers up to anyone affected by those fires, man, and that mass shooting. West Coast got a lot going on right now. So I want to send some prayers to both of those situations. Super sad, especially the shooting, man. Mass shootings are disgusting. Speaking of shootings, there was a shooting at Tekashi's video shoot. He had a new single with Ye and Nicki, and it looks like somebody was tipped off that Tekashi was there, and they wanted to send a little message to him. And if Nicki would have been there, maybe somebody in her team would have got hit. So thankfully, her team hadn't arrived yet, and she wasn't there yet. So keep you guys up to date. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO. Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.